Yeah, so today's my second day back on the bike. Not feeling too bad, actually. You know, fitness is, I don't feel like I lost too much there, but the biggest thing right now is obviously just the wrist, you know, and stuff on landings and impacts and braking bumps. But, you know, it's the second day, and, you know, it's a little sore here and there, and just trying to get back into the groove of everything. And like I said, just a little bit of pain from the wrist, but that's going to be natural in the kind of type of injury I had.
For sure. And can you kind of just talk about the injury itself? You know, what happened and, you know, what the, because it looked like you had, I saw the pictures, it looked pretty gnarly.
Yeah, so my injury wasn't one of the best injuries for a wrist injury wise. It was, you know, on impact, what happened is I dislocated my wrist, broke my ulna, dislocated my paralunate bone, which when that dislocated, it tore off the tendons off my bone. So when they did that, they had to go in and put an anchor system in and keep the tendons back in and put an anchor into that paralunate, put the wrist back into place, put a screw in my ulna, and then I had 4 pins in my wrist to hold it back together. So, you know, it's you know, I much rather would have busted my wrist right in half versus doing the damage I did with the tendons. So it's you know, it's what it is, and it's part of it.
Yeah, and we've been seeing you doing some interesting rehab with some karate.
Yeah, it's like, you know, that's not all part of it. You know, my longtime friend Pat is, you know, he's a crazy dude. You know, he's a 9th degree black belt grandmaster and numerous different things. And, you know, he also specializes in acupressure, which is, you know, a huge part of my recovery and whatnot. And, you know, I went back there twice now in April for about a week at a time. And, you know, it's definitely helped out with my injury. And, you know, just being able to get the movement that we have now between, you know, working with Pat back there and working here with Eddie Casillas and Tom over at ICOR, you know, between the both of those guys helped me out, getting me back to where I need to be. But, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, you got to do anything you can to get back on the track.
Definitely. And how would you say this injury compares to the other ones that you've had?
Well, I mean, I haven't had many injuries really. I mean, versus, you know, breaking stuff. The last time I actually broke something was back in 2015, and that was at my second or third Supercross, and you know, I broke the tip of my bone off my foot. But that was a 1% to the 100% on this injury. So there's, you know, when I do it good, and I hurt it bad in a sense. So I've been pretty injury free from, you know, all the way from 15 to now. So it's like I said, I don't get hurt very often, but when I do, I make it count. So.
For sure. And you know, how was the wrist out? You said it's a little bit sore. Do you plan on doing some more riding this week?
You know, I just rode the last 2 days, obviously yesterday and today, and you know, I'm heading to New York this weekend for the race. So not racing, just watching, but just to kind of give it a few days off and just kind of let it heal up a bit from riding these last 2 days. So I think, you know, once I get back on the weekend, I'll start riding probably 3-4 days next week, just to kind of, you know, get the wrist into that motion, just so I can prepare for the season.
Cool. Thanks, Weston. We'll see you at Hangtown.
Thanks, guys.